Hi, this is Meagan Michael coming to you from Breaking Free from Toxic People and Breaking Free from Narcissistic Abuse. I am your intuitive health coach. So I came here, I don't really need, yes, I do actually. I came online today to tell you about something that just happened today. So, synchronicities. We spoke about synchronicities in the other video. Okay, so this is just like the perfect example, and I just have to share this with you. So I will. And I almost went online on Facebook and did a live to do a live about this, but I haven't done a live video yet. And I'm not, and even though I rarely edit these videos anymore anyway, I don't know. There's something about, I'm not ready just yet. But Spirit is telling me that I am. So very soon I will be doing live videos on Facebook. Maybe even here on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I do whatever I'm drawn to do. And that brings us right into our story. All right. So, I can't show you that yet. Okay. So law of attraction, and I'm in alignment. Right? I'm in alignment. And so I asked myself this morning, what do I feel like doing? And I usually wake up and I'm in a really good mood, and I think happy thoughts, but I felt kind of like I needed to do something different. For the last about week and a half, I've been like really into cleaning my house, just like washing the carpets and vacuuming the corners of the rooms, and yeah, it's great. I'm telling you, like, meditation might seem like something you're not doing anything physical, but I have gotten so much energy from the meditations that I do every day. Anyway, so today I couldn't, after I did a lot of work yesterday on the house, and I didn't even really have much to do today, specifically that I wanted to take care of in the house, and I really didn't feel like it either, and that's the whole point. You do what you feel. You go with your inspiration. And now I always ask Spirit, so Spirit, what do I want to do today? And I felt drawn to go to Walgreens, which is a pharmacy near here. I wanted to pick up some wax, the kind that smells nice, from my little burner, and whatever, a couple of little things that I only get from Walgreens. What was it? Oh, nuts. They have a brand of nuts that I really like for Walgreens. So I felt, okay, I'm going to go to Walgreens, and I made, and also some quarters, to do some laundry and stuff. And because a neighbor of mine asked me for some quarters the other day, and so I gave her the quarters that I had, but I needed more anyway. And so, okay. So I go to Walgreens, and I'm getting all my stuff, and I feel really good about it. I did. I had this like actually slightly anxious energy this morning, which is really not like me anymore at all. So I really couldn't figure out where it's coming from, but I took my shower before I left, and that made me feel somewhat better. I think I'm picking up some energy from a friend of mine who's having a sinus infection, and I've been having pain here. I was actually trying to find little pads for my glasses at Walgreens. They didn't sell them because I've been having I guess I have to cleanse my energy better, because sometimes, sometimes as empaths, we unintentionally pick up other people's energy, and that's something we really need to talk about in a video. All right, well, let me just tell you this is what happened. So anyway, I'm standing online, I get all my stuff, and everything's working out perfectly, really. I even remembered that I had a prescription in my bag, and I thought, oh, I'll fill this. I'm already standing here at the pharmacy. It's very convenient for me, and the whole thing was great. And then I'm standing online, and I asked the woman, as I'm checking out, I said, oh, can I please get some quarters, like a roll of quarters? And she said, no, we don't have any quarters. And this is the truth. And a woman online, there's like 4 people behind me. And this woman online, she goes, you need quarters? And I was trying to, like, you're not really focused on that. It was very kind of surreal for the moment. And I said, yeah. I thought maybe she had like 1 or 2. I need laundry. I need like a roll of quarters. And she's like, well, how many quarters do you need? And I thought very briefly, she's very nice. That's very nice, not kind of her, but she doesn't. I need more than whatever she's got, and I don't know. I wasn't processing it at the time. What was really happening? And she said, "Well, how many do you need?" I said $10. She said, "Well, I have $8." What? Woman's just carrying around $8 in quarters in her purse? Really? Oh my gosh. So I tell the woman at the checkout, I said, all right, I just need to get some cash back. And I got the cash back. And I walk over. She goes, you can count them if you want. I said, no, it's okay. Because I know. I mean, look at this. She already had it in a little baggie. She said, my daughter gave these to me this morning. She did not want them. She was thanking me profusely, and I'm thanking her profusely. That, my friends, is alignment. That is synchronicity. That is the universe speaking to us. That is the universe giving you a huge sign. And if you get these, you are so on the right track. And it doesn't even have to be something so huge. That was really huge. See, I told you I had to go to Walgreens today. Not like Winn-Dixie or some other store. I had to go to Walgreens. It had to be Walgreens. And we were right next to the bank too, but I knew I had to go to Walgreens. So anyway, so this is so important. These are so, I don't know, really earth-shattering, really. But I'm going to end this video now. We have a lot more things that we're going to be talking about going forward, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm really excited because Spirit's told me it's time. It's time. It's time for me to start putting out more content. I was waiting to evolve, and I've continued to evolve to become the person that I need to be to create the content that I want to create. My cat is meowing his head off. What's the matter, son? What is the matter? He loves attention. I don't know, they're all really close now. Like the dogs were close and the cats were close, but the dogs and cats weren't always close. Now everybody's close. We're just like a big bonded. It's beautiful. Anyway, so what I was saying was that I felt that like late September, early October was the time that I was going to be moving forward, and then I had I had the inspiration, obviously, to make this video today, and just a quick one. But I've also been inspired to do readings. This is something that's really new for me, and so that is coming up. And I got the cutest things. I'm going to show you this real fast while you're here. Look at these cards, Divine Dog Wisdom cards. Oh my gosh! So I'm actually new to readings, and I'm not new to being psychic. I'm new to being my awareness of how psychic that I truly am. That's something that's happened in this last year, and I've been developing all my gifts. You know, we all have them: clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance. That's clairsentience is one that as empaths, it's very strong with us, and a lot of times we don't know what the hell it is. Excuse my language, but we don't know what that was, and we're feeling other people's feelings. Like I think I'm having my friend's sinus issue right now because I never have sinus problems, and I don't now either. I just have pain right there, so it's really weird. But it's not mine. And it's the same thing with emotions when you're picking up. We might as well just talk about it now, about the empathy thing. So when you're picking up emotions from other people, or physical pain, or anything, it could be what you need to realize. What the better. Focus, ground and center. The better you get to know yourself, then the more you will be familiar with what your energy feels like on a regular basis, and what you feel like when you're in alignment, and just what you feel like. Even if you're not in alignment, you know what that feels like too, because it's normal. Sometimes we're not in alignment, but you'll know the difference when you're taking on somebody else's energy. Okay, and you'll know the difference. If you don't, like a lot of times when you're in these toxic relationships, you don't know your energy from somebody else's. You don't. You think, as a matter of fact, I don't know who said this. I heard this, but like when you're in a narcissistic relationship and you're empathically feeling the hatred that the other person has for you, that loathing. And then you, I mean, granted, we do go through like a heck of a, you know, uh, self-loathing thing anyway. Just for us to be in those relationships, we have to be pretty, down on ourselves. But we're also picking up their feelings about us. So I shouldn't even use that motion that I'm grabbing that toward me, because I'm not. I'm pushing it away. Always just push that shit away. So it's really important to recognize how you feel, your energy. So now you're out of these relationships, and that's going to be my next video, by the way. It's going to be so you're broken free from toxic people and narcissistic abuse. Now what? Yeah, that's going to be next. But one of those things for me, in answer to that, is readings. And so here, like, look at this one. That's your card for the day. Balance. Steady as she goes. I'm actually going to add a quick reading to the end of this video here. And that's the card that just came up. So I'm going to break out the little book. I'm not really sure yet how people do general readings. I know how when I'm reading someone specifically, then I'm picking up on their energy. So, but here I'm going to do a general reading, and that's the card that came up. So you're going to take this journey with me. That's what we're going to do. I was kind of waiting to see where this led. Was I just going to have psychic gifts and be a life coach? But I didn't know how I was. I mean, I knew I'm a life coach. I've known this since like 2013. And when I was no condition to be a life coach back then, I was a mess. But but I knew what my future was. I've always had the ability to see people's to see people in a way that they don't even see themselves yet. To see their future, not to see a potential future, because there's always the chance for variables. But to see like one gentleman, I remember telling him so strongly that he was a teacher. He was a brilliant teacher, and he's like, I would never do such a thing. And 2 years later, no, it wasn't even 2 years. I wouldn't even know him for 2 years. It was actually a few months later. It turned out that he was going to teach English in China. So I mean, I've always been able to do that. I didn't know that was a psychic thing. I didn't know what it was. I really didn't know. When you're not raised with anyone like nurturing your gifts, and you're raised with people that are telling you what they want you to know, and what they want you to feel, and they want you to like. And I don't think it's done on purpose. Like with my mother, with my narcissistic mother. Well, I don't usually call her that anymore. But anyway, but she's got these, yeah. I mean, we'll just call it what it is for now. That's how I've been referring to her for a long time. So let's just, who I'm talking about, my mother. And I don't think, with all the cruel things that she's done or whatever, which don't bother me anymore, I don't think that she meant to have a daughter specifically to hurt her. I don't think that was her intention. I really don't. I believe that she parented the best way that she could, based on the person that she was, based on the experiences that she had in her life. Interestingly, my mother did study astrology, and she would do astrology readings to her friends at parties and this and that. And so I've been learning astrology since I was a kid. But she would always, psychic gifts, that was for other people. We didn't have those in our family. You know what I mean? Supposedly, but totally not true. Every one of us has them. All right, so let's go talk about balance. I did not know I was going to make this long video today, but whatever. And I'm going to post it just as is, because if I'm going to do lives, and I know I am, then that's it. And anybody that doesn't, that's okay. All right, here we go. All right, it says, this is so cute. So cute. What it means if you fetch this card today. Is that cute? What it means if you fetch this card today. If you fetch this card, it means you're out of kilter. leaning too far in one direction, or you've fallen into a hole, maybe one of your own creating. Perhaps you tripped or fell while lunging for some prize or prey, or perhaps something grabbed your attention so you lost focus on what was in front of you. There is now a need for you to climb up and out, to stand more firmly on all fours, and to redirect your senses and sensibilities in a way that's allowing you to gain greater equilibrium. And this will allow you to engage with what is of the greatest, utmost importance and what is the highest priority for you now. Do you know what this is all about? And now I understand the general reading. This is all about, I didn't realize that's what this is about. So you might be listening to this today, and you're still in a toxic relationship. Hang on a second. All right. So maybe you're still in a toxic relationship, and maybe you're not in alignment. So you're not getting quarters from some random stranger online, and the two of you are making each other's day. She gets rid of the quarters. I get to do my, oh my gosh, wait, I didn't even tell you. And then she goes, yeah, my daughter washed the dog beds this morning. I said, well, now I can wash mine. She said, is that really what you're going to wash? I'm like, yeah, in fact, it's one of the things I'm absolutely going to wash. Can you believe it? So anyway, so yeah, so that's what I'm picking up here. All right. I guess you actually have to do it to learn. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit, that I have to actually create the videos and go through the motions and learn as I go. So that's what we're going to do. So this is definitely it's about balance. You're out of kilter. So maybe you're still leaning toward, accepting people in your life that don't treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, the way that Spirit feels about you. Source loves you unconditionally, and if you're not feeling that same way about yourself, then you're out of alignment. And if you are still attracting people that are treating you badly, what's the law of attraction? It's the law of attraction. And I'll tell you what, I didn't have anyone tell me this personally, but I saw somebody say somebody that I respect, who talks about narcissistic abuse, someone that I really respect a lot. And she had said in writing, in a blog, that the law of attraction is victim blaming for people. And I thought that at first too, when I didn't understand law of attraction. But when you really understand law of attraction, it is so empowering when you realize that you are in control. You are in control of everything in your life. So, okay, yes, does it mean that I have to accept the fact that I've had only toxic partners in my life and my mother and only toxic friends in the past? Not now at all. But does it mean that I have to take responsibility for that? Yes, it does. Is that horrible? No. Maybe I wouldn't have felt this way 2 years ago, but now, or 4 years, maybe it's a long time ago, actually 4 years. But now, no, I find this extremely empowering. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. That's okay. If you feel like, I can't listen to law of attraction, I didn't bring this into my own life, I would never accept abuse. And I get you. I hear you. But at some point, you may be ready to listen to this, at some point when you are, and if it doesn't resonate, that's okay too. But if it does, it's really something you should look into, and definitely check out the teachings of Abraham Hicks and follow my upcoming videos. So, balance. I'm going to go. It's a longer video than I expected. Thank you so much. Namaste. Again, this is Meagan Michael, your intuitive health coach, coming to you from breaking free from toxic people and breaking free from narcissistic abuse. Come and visit us on Facebook, and and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, please, below. And also click the bell to get notifications, definitely comment below. Tell me, what are your thoughts? Or what, have you had any synchronicities of your own, and how do you feel about them? And also, what are your thoughts on law of attraction? And do you feel maybe that's not the way you want to go with that? Well, let's leave it at that. How do you feel about synchronicities and balance? Does this card resonate with you? That's it. We're done. Peace.